Now to today's developments in a WPTV investigation. What began with the sudden and still unexplained firing of the city manager has evolved into finger-pointing between the police chief and his officers. The president of the police union believes Riviera Beach Police Chief Clarence Williams played a role in the firing, and that led ultimately to a no-confidence vote in the chief.
Chief Williams responded with a news conference you saw here live on News Channel 5 last night, in which the chief accused his officers of not fulfilling their oath. Well, today it was the union's turn. And News Channel 5's Wanda Moore is live in Riviera Beach with that story. Wanda?
The president of the union told me that he is simply outraged by the allegations made by the chief against his own men and women. And then I also spoke to the state attorney, who tells me that his office is looking at what's happening here in Riviera Beach very closely.
I say, shame on you.
The chief of police came out swinging against his own officers and their union. Their vote of no confidence passed 67-3.
What do you think about the vote of no confidence? I look you in the eye and I say to you, not much.
The chief accused the Police Benevolent Association of intimidating officers to vote against the chief.
It's just total lies right there.
PBA President Kazanjian told me the chief knows all about intimidation because he's the one who intimidates Riviera Beach police. Several sources tell me when the officers met to take that no confidence vote, Cedric Thomas, a supporter of the chief, was outside of PBA yelling at people, warning them not to vote against the chief. Thomas was at the news conference to support the chief. I asked him afterwards if he could comment.
That you were intimidating officers at PBA vote. We heard numerous reports about that. Is that something you can confirm?
The chief said he held the news conference to protect his brand, but was quick to accuse his officers, the men and women who work for him, of not fulfilling their oath.
Officers that endanger the life of babies by not responding timely.
The chief also accused his officers of tipping off drug dealers, getting arrested in neighboring jurisdictions, and abusing sick time. But never did Williams provide any details.
I don't know where he was going with that, because I don't recall any of that stuff.
We asked the chief's lawyers for more details, but we didn't get any.
He doesn't respect his rank and file.
The chief did not talk about the meeting at Hearst Chapel directly, but said anything he did was to protect people. Kazanjian doesn't buy it.
If there was a city commissioner or a county commissioner that had death threats, the sheriff wouldn't go there and provide the security. He would hire, he'd hire some deputies, and in Riviera Beach they would hire police officers to go over there and protect those individuals. The chief going over there, I've never heard of that.
And we're still trying to understand what these allegations by the chief were all about. We're reaching out to the city as well as his attorneys, but we're still waiting for those details to be provided to us. Meanwhile, PBA President Kazanjian sent out a letter again today urging city leaders to take action now to suspend the chief or to remove him from office as soon as possible. We're live in Riviera Beach, Wanda Moore, WPTV News Channel 5.